Today's going to be an interesting day, to say the least. Look what we got here. This is a very special cable, in case you guys don't know. Extremely special. So we're going to put it into the terracotta room and see what happens. So we're going to go in here and connect, obviously, the Siltech cable. So let's see how we do this here. All right, let's put the amplifiers on mute. And let's do the other one on mute as well. TELUS 2800 in case you don't know what these are. So now they're on mute. Now you can plug and unplug cables and begin to do what I normally do, which is to tinker with a lot of this stuff. All right, so let's kind of loosen this up a little bit. Not too much, just a little bit to get the cables off. Okay, there. Very simple, not hard. Let's go to the other one. Hopefully you guys like this type of content. I'm doing a different camera angle, kind of like a POV, right? Just trying something different here for you all to feel like you're the ones doing the work. So if you like it, comment. It's really appreciated. And wow, these are just, look, there's going to be a lot of backlash, a lot of comments. I know many of you are going to start tearing me apart. But you know I do the ultra high end, and that's exactly what these cables are. Loudspeaker cables from a brand which happens to be in the Netherlands, Siltech. It's the first time ever that I have ever owned something of this caliber from this brand. So I will give them right out of the gate an A+. A+ on packaging. Packaging is amazing, okay? So they are definitely the best packaged cables that I have ever seen. It's beautiful. Look at this. I mean, this is a cable, folks. That's what this is. A cable brand packaging something like if you're buying a watch or something. That's impressive. It's a beautiful box, serial numbers. Everything is there to basically give you authenticity, that the cables are real. Wow. Okay. Manufacturers, cable brands. This is really, really good looking stuff. Now, how does it sound? I don't know. There you have them. Siltech Triple Crown speaker cables. If you're wondering what the MSRP is, hopefully you guys are sitting down. Hopefully you guys are, have you taken your pain meds, headaches, heart palpitation medication, or heart issues? Maybe you don't want to know. $105,000. Oh, I didn't stutter. $105,000. All right, let the comments begin. For those of you who are on attack mode on this beautiful Friday, you can start. You can start to destroy, seek and destroy in the comments section, because that's what you do. Okay? So, you have actually a ground. Look at this. Never seen that in a cable. Can actually lift the ground. It's interesting. These are spades. Man, I tell you, they look the part. They look the part. They really do. Serial number, extremely important when you're buying these. And a word of caution for those of you who follow me. It's my responsibility to tell you this. These are highly duplicated, copied by the gray market. You have a lot of knockoffs of this type of cable. Don't go around looking for them on Temu or Alibaba or those websites, okay? These are cables that the Chinese copy and sell okay, to make $1 or $2. So I warn you, caution. Do not buy these unless it is from someone reputable like myself. If you're looking for hi-fi gear, high-end equipment, you're looking to improve the performance of your system, you know what to do. Visit my website, jayaudiolab.com. I am sure you can find something on my website that can improve the performance of your sound system. But anyway, let's get back to these puppies. I think they're directional. Yes, they are. They are directional, and I think they have this somewhere on the cable itself. Let's see. There it is. So, see the arrow? There you go. So, now what we're going to do is we're going to start to insert these things in my sound system and give it a listen. They're heavy as well, guys. Really, really heavy. I like that about the cable. I'm going to throw them on the floor. Remember, cables, you're supposed to let them settle into the system. I've said it as well in the past. It is important that you understand that is part of the process, okay? So don't get desperate there. Okay. Okay. The first cable has been connected on the right amplifier, right channel. And now we're going to do the same thing on the speaker end. Now the speaker end, they have a little bit of a curve, their angle, to make the connection a lot easier, not as difficult. Isn't that crazy? We're putting cables that are more money than the speakers. Isn't that nuts? It's ridiculous, right? What we do in hi-fi. But that's what we do. Now we got to tighten it with a wrench. Let's grab this wrench and we're going to tighten it just a little bit, just to tight. There you go. There you go. Man, this is scary actually, to know that this is a cable that on paper should be impressive, to say the least. Impressive. Now, I've been warned in the past that I need to let the cable settle into the system for some time. I have already been told, okay? So just want to give you guys, it takes about a week, I was told actually, to make these cables sound really good. Yep. Now, whether you want to believe it or not, you can comment, but that's what I was told. Okay. All right. So now we're going to do this, the other amplifier. This is the left channel. Okay. Almost done. Okay. I just got done tightening the speaker cables. We're going to take a listen. But remember, I want to say this. They have just been inserted into the system. I don't know what to expect. And I'm going to give you my quick opinion. Now, what you're going to hear at the moment is sound coming from my iPhone. Clearly, you're seeing that it's not going to be from these microphones. Okay, so please keep that in mind. This is one of the things I really hate, having a mess in my room, something that I can't stand. I don't know if you guys are neat like I am, but I love keeping my rooms neat, organized. I dust regularly. Okay, so I don't know if you all dust your rooms regularly, but I do. I'm just a neat freak like that. So if you ever have the chance to come and see me, you'll see what I mean. So for now, we're just gonna put this here for the purpose of this video and get you guys rolling. Now I'm gonna play the same tracks, of course, that you guys are accustomed to. Keep that in mind, please. Let's grab my iPad to play some music. See all the stuff that I got here for sound purposes, all these devices that you guys normally don't see, but you're seeing today. All right, so I'm pretty excited, to be frank with you. Very, very excited. All right, here we go. I'm gonna give it more volume. Well, my initial reaction is the imaging is definitely better. The imaging is a lot more dense. The separation of the instruments right now are just a lot more focused. So for example, I can tell very clearly that right around here, there is a guitarist right here. And it's very, very focused. Again, usually this song in the past, my recollection is that there was a guitar there, but I couldn't really pinpoint it where it was. So that's one thing, is the placement of the instruments on the stage seemed to be a lot more defined. All right, let's continue to listen. All right, well, I might as well stop the music. There is no wall between the speakers, or I shall say, behind the speakers. It doesn't exist. There is absolutely no wall behind the speakers. The cables have made the speakers basically have no wall behind them. Don't know how that's being done, but that's what I'm hearing. I have to say the high frequency has taken on a whole new level. It's creamy. It's, I want to say that it's starting to remind me of tubes. I don't know how the cables are doing that, but it sounds like I'm listening to tubes in a way. Okay, now I'm not going to say it's 100% the same sound as tubes, but it's taken on that direction. The sound is starting to shift in that direction. It's very calm. It's very engaging. The top end is just a lot more polished than I remember. All right, next song. Let's listen to the vocals and see how they are doing with these cables.
Baby, did I do all right? Did I ever ask you, did I need to? No, I think I might. Were you ever worried? Ever on your toes?
I think the vocals right now are a little bit blurry. They are not what I remember with the other cables that I was using. I don't find them at the same level right now at this moment. Okay, it's they do sound cleaner, but they lack this body and three-dimensionality that makes them jump off the stage, if that makes sense. So right now they don't have that. They seem a little bit farther back on the stage. So again, it could be a matter of the cables. You guys just saw me. I mean, I just inserted them. They don't even have 4 minutes of playback time. So that probably will change over the next few days. Let's continue. More volume, probably.
Did you ever notice how I changed when you came too close? If you knew me now, 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 slowly, one step at a time.
The cables make the music sound very pretty. Very, very clear, clean, polished is the word I'm looking for. You normally wouldn't know that your music isn't sounding as refined or as attractive. Can't think of another word at this moment. It's early. I haven't even had my coffee. But with these cables, I'm getting this feeling that the music sounds like it has a little more makeup on it. Okay, there is just a lot more prettiness to the whole presentation, which I really, really like.
The one you used to know is not around tonight. Free me, close your eyes and let me go. Show me that kind of strength, that kind of warmth, that kind of love. If you knew me now, if you knew me now, if you knew me now, if you.
Yeah, the soundstage right now is not where it should be. Right now, the soundstage feels a little more recessed. It doesn't open up as much as it was opening up with the other speaker cables. So again, you know, the other speaker cables already had like 5 days of music playing music through the system. I left them on overnight, and clearly I hear things like on the wall with the other speaker cables that I don't seem to be getting right now with these. Meaning the sound is not really crawling on the walls as my client Dudley alluded to when he was here. It doesn't feel that way right now. That said, we will find out, right? We will find out where this goes over the next few days. So let's play another song or two.
With all the clarity in a dream.
More volume. This song is recorded with different volume.
Sky so blue, the grass so green. The rain can fall and the navy blue, deep and strong, straight and true. The blue line, they got the given sign.
Good bass.
The belts and boots march forward in time. The wood and the leather clubbing.
See, immediately, right here on this speaker, there is an instrument that is clearly sounding off, and it keeps calling attention to itself. I've heard this song a million times, and that's never been the case. So the cables are actually pulling me in all directions. My right ear specifically, I'm actually staying focused for some reason on this instrument that's here, that's going off in this direction, which has never happened to me. Now, I'm gonna start talking about the bass here shortly, but let me listen some more.
Club and shield, swept like a wave across the battlefield. Now with all the clarity of a dream, the blood so red, the grass so green, gleam of spur on the chestnut flame. The cavalry did burst upon the wings.
The bass seems to have more body, but I am getting a mid-bass bump that I don't know what to make of it right now. Could be that I need to reposition the speakers, perhaps. I don't know if that might be the solution, but right now I'm getting this energy somewhere in the mid-bass that is exciting the room in a way that I don't exactly like. But again, maybe that goes away, or maybe I have to reposition the speakers. So let's do this song that everyone knows by now. Hit that like button, guys, if you like this type of content. I am doing this off the hip, just without any preparation, without setting up all these microphones. This song is recorded with less volume than the other tracks that I had playing. Well, that about wraps it up, because this song does not sound good at all. So my takeaway so far is that the cables just are not where they need to be. They really need a lot more time, and I am going to give them exactly that. So it's going to be a long weekend for me. Luckily, I can leave my system playing music overnight, and that helps the cables settle into the system. Again, I was told these cables need about 2 weeks of playback time before they actually open up. So for now, I am somewhere in the middle with them, 50-50. Will that change? You guys will have to stay tuned to find out. Thank you for your support. If you like this type of content, POV, angle, please let me know. Again, I did not use the microphones because this is with an iPhone, right? So I am just letting you guys feel and see what I see and what I hear without a lot of editing. Okay, so don't get too comfortable with my Sony footage, which is gorgeous, as you know. Sometimes I don't have the time to prepare to that level. Okay, so thank you for your support. Do not forget to check out my website, jayaudiolab.com. Comment below. Let me know your impressions. Have you owned Siltech in the past? Is this a cable line that you are familiar with? Do you also experience that long settling in time? Does it take long for your cables to settle into the system? I would like to know your feedback, or from anybody else who has any sort of feedback when it comes to allowing the cables to settle into the system. And also for the cable haters, you can go ahead and comment. The doors are open for you to go out there and crucify the comment section about how crazy this is and how expensive the cables are. And obviously, we are fools for believing in cables. So cable haters, please comment below too. Stay tuned for more.